Oh, hi! Welcome back to the best place in the whole wide world, your body. Today, I bring something very personal and still very tender and vulnerable, but I am going to bring it because I believe it can be of huge value for anybody out there struggling with child pains, child wounds, and anybody out there who's willing to start doing inner child work or is already on the path and is in a place where they can use like a little bit of revisiting the inner child. So the reason why is because the last week I've been feeling very tender. And there's this person who came into my life, and they really remind me a lot of a group of people that used to, when I was growing up, used to really humiliate me, hurt me, exclude me, make fun of me, bully even me. And so this person representing all of that brought up a huge amount of insecurities, feelings of unworthiness, shame, a lot of shame came just like flying back in my face. And it's still here-ish. So I'm speaking from a present tender place, if I'm really honest, because I feel this is where also I can be of service best, you know. Just so you know that I am still a little bit tender, and I'm coming from a pretty vulnerable place. That being said, so what is actually happening? So the past week, things have been coming up and up and up, and then yesterday I felt like, wow, it was just like, it was basically a day of terror. I had that inner voice, that inner critic, like shouting at me so loud that I just couldn't I couldn't manage my day normally. And so that's when I know, okay, we need to, instead of reaching out, we need to reaching inward. So that's what I'm here to do today together with you. This particular girl, I think she's like between 13 and 15 years old. That Emily, she's been called to the forefront, basically. She's been in charge yesterday. She's been talking about how my body is not the right body for this world, how I'm not worthy of love looking like this, how I am too loud, too weird, too colorful, too much, basically, to deserve love, and all of those beliefs came like swinging back. And so that's something that you might recognize from your own life, that you're just like, you're going about your day, everything's normal, and all of a sudden you're just like bam, 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 and like the voice gets louder and louder and louder. And that's when you know there's an inner child part of you showing up. Because me as an adult woman, the grown-up me, she doesn't have those thoughts. She knows that she is beautiful, perfect. She knows that she is strong, that she's worthy. She knows that she is doing all the right things. So that's the sign. That's how you know there's a child part of me playing up, showing up. So that's who we are going to work with today. So I'm going to take you into a guided visualization to meet this part of you, and then to have a moment of communication, a moment of connection, a moment of exchange. It's going to be different for everyone. For you, maybe you see that that 14-year-old, or maybe for you it's a 7-year-old or an 18-year-old, you know, or a 2-year-old, or maybe you seeing you as a little baby. But that wounded little part of you, we're going to invite that in and we're going to communicate with it. And I'm going to do some suggestions, make some suggestions, and then you can just see whatever works for you. So you just float with whatever works. Maybe a certain question or a certain thought doesn't work for you. Just leave it behind and go with your own intuition also, because this is a very intuitive, very personal, and kind of imaginative, but then also real journey into yourself. And I love to encourage using your imagination, because we think that our imagination is just something that is like something that doesn't exist, that we just take it from nowhere and it's not valuable. But actually our imagination is the place where a lot of our hidden unconscious, subconscious desires, knowings, feelings, that's where they live. That's where they reside. That's why we love art, because we say, oh, it's just our imagination, but it's not really just imagination. It's coming from a realm or a space that that person is deeply connected to. And when, by doing so, it allows you to connect to what's going on for them there as well. And you recognize something inside of yourself. So that proves that imagination is not random. So, anyway, use your imagination and allow yourself to just roam around in this connection that I'm gonna invite you into. Be curious, be open, be gentle. Softness is the most important tool virtue, if you want to connect with a child, you know. And as grown-ups, we lose ourselves in this rough world where we need to hurry and make it in time and show up strong and da. But actually, softness is never lost on anyone. It's always a virtue, but especially when working with kids. So realize and honor the fact that you are going to connect with a very tender part of you that really requires softness. All right, so that's a great chunk of introduction right there. So what about the space? Find a place that is really comfortable for you. So maybe for you that means on your mat, on the floor, maybe just on the carpet, maybe on your couch, or maybe in bed, maybe outside. Maybe there's a place in nature where you feel really safe and held. Go there. You can sit upright. You can sit on a chair as well. You can lay down on your back. You can take whatever. Just make yourself comfortable. Super comfortable. Like really comfy. Take all of your soft bits out. Okay. And then number 2 is take your journal within reach. Make sure it's within reach because we're going to do some writing afterwards as well. All right, let's get into it. Lay down on your back, sit down, make yourself comfortable, do whatever it is that you need. Take it. Maybe have a sip of water, a sip of tea, get cozy. I am gonna bring in the blankie. So find your way into that comfy position for you, whatever that means today. And let's take a few really nice big breaths in and out, reaching the arms up and overhead, reaching like you're Stretching out in the morning. And on an exhale, release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Reaching, stretching, reaching out, stretching. Exhale, dropping. Last one. Alright, dropping into your body for a moment, taking this time to just land and to simply feel what's going on. Just coming to a place of loving presence with yourself. And then I'm going to ask you to, in your mind's eye, maybe you see it, maybe you feel it, maybe you just know it, to take this safe place. Choose a safe place. It could be a bedroom, it could be maybe a place in nature, maybe an imaginary place, a place that you haven't seen before but that you can just create for yourself right now. Maybe it's in a cave, maybe you're in the sky, maybe you're somewhere deep inside the earth. Maybe you're in a bird's nest or in a tree house. Maybe it's something you remember. Maybe it's a new place. Maybe it's just this room where you're in right now. And see yourself in that place. And by that I mean you are inside that place. So you are looking through your own eyes in this space. So take up that space around you. What can you see? Maybe you see colors, maybe you smell things, maybe you feel and you don't see, but you feel where you are. And that safe place that you are in right now, what does it feel like there? And what can you notice around you? What are the senses that you can come aware of? Sense of smell? What are the fabrics like? Textures? Colors? What elements can you perceive? Be there for a moment and observe. And now this place that you are seeing or feeling right now, I want you to place this place inside your body. Take a space inside your body that feels safe for you. Maybe that's your heart space. Maybe you feel that is where this room or this garden is gonna reside. Maybe that's in your belly or in your uterus, or maybe it's in around your solar plexus, or maybe even your head. But find a place in your body where this space can reside, and place 1 or 2 hands on top of it. And when you did that, now let's invite in a younger part of you that didn't feel safe. A younger part of you that really needs to feel safe. Maybe there was a moment in your life where something happened, where you felt abandoned, misunderstood, unlovable, unworthy. Maybe a specific moment, maybe a phase, maybe a person or a situation, anything. Allow to come up whatever is coming up for you right now. And don't overthink, don't judge. Just allow for this younger part of you to show itself. And look at them. Maybe you see them in that situation. Maybe you see them crying in their beds. Maybe they're just alone, sat somewhere outside, waiting for someone to come and nobody's coming. Wherever they are, you, as the grown-up that you are today, you're gonna go towards them, pick them up, however big or small they are. You're gonna pick them up, take them into your arms, and you're gonna bring them into the safe space that you just established. Take a moment to do that. And allow to come up whatever is coming up. Maybe you're a bit hesitant, maybe you're afraid, maybe you're insecure. Allow whatever happens to happen and work with it. So when that younger part of you, maybe you like to take it on the back playfully, maybe you take it into your arms, maybe it likes to walk, maybe it doesn't like to be hugged, maybe that's too much for now. But invite them in to your space, your safe space. And give them some time to settle in. And see how they behave. Maybe they curl up in a corner, maybe they're super happy to be there. Whatever happens, you are the grown-up, you're the adult. You're in the present day version of you that is 100% capable of loving and holding this younger part of you. And whenever you're ready, you're going to sit in front of them. You're going to look them in the eye. And if they don't allow you to look them in the eye, then just you sit in front of them and you look at them. Really look at them. Allowing for them to be seen, truly seen. And you can let them know, I see you. Maybe you like to say that out loud, maybe you just say it internally. And you can say it as many times and in as many different ways as you need. Let them know, I see you and I am here now. You are no longer alone. I see your pain. I see your confusion. I see how lost you feel. Acknowledge them. Whatever it is that you see, acknowledge it. I see how hurt you are. I see how much you want to be loved. Whatever comes up, share it with them. Allow them to be seen. And then you can let them know that you are safe right now. Tell them, we are safe. Here we are safe. These people or these outside situations, they are no longer here. They can no longer hurt you because I am here right now. And allow for them to show whatever they want to show you. Ask them, what do you want me to know? What do you want to show me? Maybe they show you anger, maybe a color. Maybe a little dance. Maybe they show you what you need, what they need. And then tell them that they are received, they are fully seen. Tell them I see you again. Tell them I am here. And tell them it's okay and safe to show and say and feel and be whatever is real for them right now. And then thank them. Thank them for showing their vulnerability, their truth. Because usually that's what kids do, and that's why they are oftentimes told off or punished, because they confront the grown-ups with things that they have tried to suppress, but the kids, they show us. They show us the realness. They show us the honesty. They show us that vulnerable, deep, deep human, vulnerable part that feels sometimes so way too tender for this world, and that we so much want to protect our children from, but that is still inside of us too. And to visit that tenderness, to visit that openness towards the world, that receptiveness, that is so important for our humanness. So allow that little version of you, that younger version of you, to show up with all of the tenderness that we as children have. Such a talent, such a gift, such courage. We can tell them. It's so courageous of you to be honest, to be real. And thank you so much for being honest, for showing what's real. And thank you for trusting me. And now you can give them what they need. You can ask them, what do you need right now? What can I do for you? Or maybe you just know what they need and you can give it to them. Maybe that's a hug. Maybe that's just being there without asking anything. Maybe that's telling them you love them. Whatever it is, give it to them. And breathe in that love, breathe in that connection, breathe in that togetherness, that safety, that sense of being felt, being heard, being connected. Envelop yourself in this union. Even though it's not a physical one. Maybe they're still just in their own little corner, but just the mere fact that you are being there right now, together with them, is just, it's so valuable. And for many kids and for many moments in our lives, all that we really wanted or needed was just somebody to be there. They didn't even have to say anything or do anything, but just be there, fully present. What a gift. Give the last little bits of undivided attention, love, presence to that younger part of you. Hug it out, play it out, cry it out, scream it out, feel it out, ring it out, whatever it is. And then put them to bed. And it can be like in a physical bed. Maybe you just put a little soft blankie over them. Maybe you just take them into your hands, put them to bed. Give them one last little kiss goodbye, maybe a hug, and tell them that they will never have to leave this space, this safe space ever again. They're here forever. And maybe you rub your hands over that area, that space that you decided was going to be, where that safe space was going to reside. Yeah. And feel how you are there together forever, safe. Take a nice big breath in into the nose and breathing in, stretching out the body, waking up the body. All right. Very gently, gonna place the palms over the eyes and then opening the eyes inside the palms, and then very gently opening the eyes and allowing the palms to go farther and further away from the eyes. And then I got Suki here who wants to play with me. Speaking of inner child. Hi. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Are you a happy kiddo? Are you a happy kiddo? Yeah, you are. Okay. It's my favorite move. To just put the blankie over her. All right. Now, this is a perfect time to take your journal and to write down whatever came up for you, and just allow, maybe even if there's like not necessarily something that you would like to write down or that happened for you in a specific way, just take 5 minutes, put on your clock, 5 minutes to just write. And maybe in the beginning, it's very, for some people who've never done this before, it can be very counterintuitive to be like, but I have nothing to write. But just say, I have nothing to write. That's what you're going to be writing. I have nothing to write. I have nothing to write. I have nothing to write. Why am I doing this? This sucks. This is bullshit. La la la. Allow for it just like 5 minutes, and you'll see something is going to shift. It's such a precious practice. Allow yourself to give that 5 minutes of, experiment. And then there's a few prompts that I want to give to you as well, that you can take into the writing, or maybe you can do it afterwards. And I'll write them down in the subscription below. And then that's it for now. I highly recommend also taking another very soft movement practice as well. To wring out the sponge, to release all the tension. And also that could be a good one to do before you do this practice. That's too late now to mention. But just combining the physical and the emotional is such a sweet spot. Physical, emotional, and then now the soul also that we've been tapping into. It's just such a juicy practice. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here, for doing your work. It really moves me so much to know that there's people out there who are taking this kind of responsibility of loving themselves, of being soft for themselves, of taking care of themselves. All those children that are so hurt in the past, in like right now as we're speaking, and all these children that we can save by revisiting them and still bringing them to safety, even it's happened in the past. But also by bringing those past children into safety, we can bring future children into safety. So I honor you deeply for doing the work. I told you, I warned you, I was really tender. So that's it. I'm gonna play a little bit with Suki now, because play is also important. All right, have a lovely day.